everyone's equal. Like, I don't see kids being secluded or, like there's none of the geeky kids being left out.
This is a great opportunity for young people and adults to come out and learn new things about themselves and about other people and about FASD.
There's nobody that gets left out because of bad behavior.
People who come to camp are not only the children and their families, but neighbors, aunties, uncles, grandparents, parents who are affected themselves, social workers, teachers' aides.
Whitecrow is a camp for children and families and communities that work with and live with fetal alcohol syndrome, and it's helped them understand more about themselves and who they're working with and dealing with on a day-to-day basis.
It's a great opportunity for anyone. You can learn a lot and have a lot of fun. And yeah, it's a good, safe place to be.
It can be a major turning point, almost like an epiphany for many healthcare professionals when they have that first-hand experience of spending a week walking in the shoes of a family with a child with a disability.
We began the Whitecrow camp because I wanted a place for my kids to be able to go to camp and have a good time, summer camp experience, and I knew that there were lots of other people who had the same difficulties with their kids going to camp and not quite fitting in and having a hard time and at the worst getting sent home, which was pretty common for kids with fetal alcohol not to have a successful camp experience.
We often hear stories where parents talk about their children being sent home from camp after the first or second day of being there because nobody understood what their needs were. And to watch the joy on parents' faces knowing that their kids are going to have successes, their kids are going to have fun, and that they're going to make friends and have a good camp experience is one of my most favorite things.
Well, in the mornings we usually do something active to get the kids going after breakfast. And I work into the afternoon. We do some crafts and some swimming activities, stuff like that, canoeing. Yeah, the days, it keeps around in the same level, like we do the same things almost every day, just so the kids don't have to deal with change every day.
There is so much to do, like beading and kayaking, hiking, horseback riding, canoeing, painting.
I just like playing sports with them and like having fun, watching them laugh.
The circle time, I think, was a great experience too. At the end of each day, we would sit around and we would pass a feather from. Everybody was included in that, and I think that's a major strength of Whitecrow is the inclusiveness, that everyone is recognized as being an individual, whether they're a tiny wee baby or an elder, and we all had the opportunity to speak. Not everyone chose to speak, but at least we were recognized as being individuals with our own opinions. So that was a great closure for each day.
My experiences at other camps were different from Whitecrow. I'd go to camps like away from home, and they didn't really understand what I needed. I'd go there and I'd usually get in trouble.
Having FASD is not going to stop me from the way that I think I could do things that everybody else in the world can do. In school, I had problems. Friends used to say that I couldn't do anything, that I couldn't get anywhere because I had a disability or I was diagnosed with FASD, and now I'd see them And I tell them that I'm getting into hairdressing school in March or February, and that I'm making it somewhere, and people also that are diagnosed with FASD could do the same thing.
For the kids that come to camp, to see how the young adults that run the camp are so successful and happy and have lots of friends, and they make such a good team, gives them a real sense of hope. And I like to watch that sense of hope come to the kids. And I really like to watch the friendships and the relationships that have formed to support each other, the peer group that's formed with the young adults with fetal alcohol that actually run the camps.
Yeah, I've gone through some of the problems they're going through right now, and being able to help them do some problem solving without them really knowing, like just guiding them basically.
My life has changed quite a bit since I started doing Whitecrow Village. I've become more confident in life. I've steered in the right direction. I stopped doing a lot of the negative things that weren't being too positive in my life, and therefore it has bettered myself.
Going to Whitecrow, it sort of opened a lot of doors to me, like seeing that I'm not the only one out there.
I was able to help people that are going through the same things, same struggles that I went through, and knowing that there's other people out there that are fighting the same battle that I am. And
My experience at Whitecrow's changed my life because I know I'm not the only one who has a hard time doing things. It's helped me realize that, and it shows me that I'm not the only one out there.
For professionals, we need to think differently about how a person with FASD fits into the world, and how we can modify our approach to that individual.
I wish the camp was year-round. I loved it. It was just, it made me feel a lot better about myself, and I'm hoping it did the same for them. And it's just very satisfying in knowing that you're helping people and stuff like that.
I'd like to see Whitecrow type programs going year-round, so that there's a safe community for people to be in all year round. I'd like to see it happening in lots of different communities all over the world.
Being a camp leader makes me feel happy because there's so much that I want to give to everybody.
Oh, that's great. You get lots of satisfaction. It's very rewarding. Working with the kids, you can see a big difference from when they first come in to when they leave, and yeah, it's just makes you feel great.
This camp's great. When people come and learn, it's all true, and they come out with a smile on their face, and just seeing the warmth in the families after and hearing about it, that's beautiful.
Seeing the changes in the kids just in 1 week is pretty phenomenal. It's pretty rewarding to yourself when you can see that you've actually made a change in their lives in this short period of time.
From my perspective, as a person who's medically involved with individuals with FAS, it was a great opportunity to see the other side of the story. So from that point of view, it was a great learning experience, and certainly I changed a lot of my thinking as a result of that 1 week immersion experience.
The most rewarding is when those kids get that certificate and just seeing the glowness in their face that they actually achieved something.
Just about everybody's heard the term fetal alcohol syndrome or fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, and a lot of people have read about it and maybe heard about it a little bit. Because it's an invisible disability, you may know a lot about it academically and still not be able to recognize that that is what is affecting the person that you're dealing with. And camp is just a wonderful opportunity to get to know people that have fetal alcohol that are so successful, and to watch families and how they deal with it, and to learn new ways to help families and to help individuals with fetal alcohol.
Watching our kids be successful and to grow from one year to the next is great as a parent. And being able to work with families as a facilitator as well, and watch families grow and watch them learn to enjoy their children more, makes my job at Whitecrow seem more like fun than work.
I feel a lot of hope that the people that now have fetal alcohol will be supported, and that the community will pull together in order to prevent fetal alcohol for future generations.
I've made awesome friends. I think lifelong friends from being attendant to the Whitecrow camps that happen.
You just walk away feeling really great about yourself.
What's rewarding is just seeing the families come closer together, working with everybody else and just learning more.
I just want to get the word out there, because the more people know about it, the better it'll be. And it'll help out the generation that's coming up behind me, and hopefully me too at the same time.
Whitecrow means to me there's peace and quiet and harmony and just understanding and learning.